recap of the tragic events of last week's episode. You guys finally managed to get a hold of enough coin to purchase the Pledging Lady from the Van Zagram's Guild and pretended to be the butcher and his crew. You left port and had a little entanglement with a large kraken who decided he was going to take down the Sea Ghost along with the crew and the infamous Boomer and first mate Bobby the Schlub. So, well, I guess we'll actually pick up the directly after that, after you guys have gotten a few hours away and the memory of the Sea Ghost is just in the distance. It's late afternoon. Let's say, I think it was a Wednesday. If you recall, it was a 5-day travel back to Leiara. And in the distance, you see the storm that you guys kind of just outran the storm that was brewing in the distance. That the Gavin Van Zagram had mentioned that you should stay in town for a little while. Don't try to rush out. But that's where we're gonna pick it up. So what are you guys doing? This is still the same day after the Kraken attack. You guys are all now on the Pledging Lady, the makeshift crew that you had purchased. They all look a little bit rattled after the events, but Snouders had gotten on the wheel and steered everybody to safety.
How long until the full moon?
Oh, well, let's say it said it was going to be on a Friday was the full moon, and today is, what did I say, Wednesday.
2 days. All right. I just want to make sure I keep track of that because I don't want to fuck that up.
But you're also about 2 days out from Leiara, so.
Oh, that's
if that's a little
news.
Concerning for you, but
maybe. We might have to start strategizing plans of not killing me.
Like someone's getting tossed overboard.
We'll be in Leiara.
Oh. But yeah, you're gonna die then.
What? Just like that? Just like that, you're gonna toss me out.
No, we don't know what's gonna happen. But I'm feeling some abandonment issues lately with the travelers.
I know what's gonna happen. Abandonment issues.
Macleod disappeared. Now Captain Hector disappeared. Bobby the Schlub's now abandoned us.
it wasn't really by his choice.
I think that he's dead. I don't think he abandoned us much.
My family abandoned me.
Your family abandoned you?
You're an orphan?
Or
I don't have a family anymore.
It's thought that we were your family, and we were going to ride vehicles together and save people and become superheroes.
You guys are my family now, but I don't know.
Why did
Just
your family
wondering if-
abandon you?
The Sea Ghost abandoned us.
That was not by choice.
again, I think that's being killed. Not abandoning.
I'm just wondering if I left anything on the ship,
Just
or if anyone
whole bunch of booze.
left. Yeah, the booze is gone. We probably didn't bring much with us, did we?
Well, if the Kraken eats the ship, maybe you'll get a little buzz from it. I don't know, how much booze did we have on board?
I mean, we offloaded a little bit of shit on our ship, a little bit.
Well, didn't we
Just
restock before we left?
I think we restocked the Sea Ghost, but we only got enough to get us and the crew to Leiara for this boat. So yeah, she went down with full repairs. 24 God damn it! Now I gotta go through and delete all that shit. 24 ballistas. Like, she had everything. Why'd you have a teddy bear or something, Yuri? I can pick you up a new one.
I was thinking about my armor, but I'm pretty sure I left that in your bag of holding.
A what?
My armor.
your family's armor? Or is
Well,
it just like
it was my main armor before I got the Mariner's armor.
let me look in the bag of holding and see. It's not looking good, Yuri. I do not have your armor.
All right, so you guys are sailing off, and the only thing that you guys care about is Yuri's armor is missing. Anything else? Or we guys, because we can just kind of fast travel this a day if you'd like, because it's kind of calm. You guys are headed closer to like civilized waters.
I don't think there's nothing we can do. It's not like we can rewind time unless Stondlers has a spell for that. I feel like Stondlers would have used that by now a lot.
Do I think that it's even possible?
Stendhal probably would have rewound time to summon some demons a long time ago.
But I mean, like, do I think that time rollback is possible?
Yeah, sure. You probably think it's possible.
Look. Snoddlers is afraid of this kind continuum thing. Honestly, Snoddlers knows nothing about this time shit you're talking about. So honestly, Snoddlers probably ain't gonna touch it. Demons, on the other hand, Snoddlers is interested in. Time things, not so much.
Scares me when Stondler says he's interested in demons.
Whoa. No. I think you're misunderstanding. Snoddlers is interested in demons more than time. Fireball more than demons.
There's a hierarchy here.
I have a feeling Fireball's at the top of that list.
Ironically, no.
Is the list going to come out in your book? Are you publishing your book?
Snoddlers isn't sure anyone will read it. Honestly, at this point, Snoddlers is much more interested in dragons.
Dragons. Why dragons?
What do you mean? Why not dragons? Snoddlers likes dragons. Don't you like dragons?
What is that?
A dragon?
Oh, that's why. We didn't deal with the dragon. There was a dragon, supposedly.
Yeah, Snoddlers was interested. I think we should go back. Snoddlers can summon us there.
I don't think it's a good idea. At least not
Well,
for a while.
Yeah, whatever.
Maybe later, once the butcher showed up in Carrington, gotten pissed off, and begins hunting for us.
Well, I think we should do what Snother says. Especially when you're turning into an animal in a day. Otherwise, he might fight.
Snoddlers is going to be ready for that one.
2 days for that, and the other point is, I wanted to go explore his mines. The rest of you did not. Now that we've partially accomplished what we wanted.
No. Snoddlers said we should go back after we drop this off.
I agree.
What else we gonna do?
We gotta steal a new boat, a new ship.
Look. The guy said that they were gonna send their own people down there. So Snoddlers thinks we need to have like a night super secret friendship family investigation with the dragon.
Maybe some time in the future.
What's future?
Like
nobody knows we took. Nobody knows we took the ship. We were disguised as other people, right?
Tomorrow's soon, right? Like, that's fine with me.
No. It's going to be a lot longer than tomorrow.
No, I was explaining to you what the future was. I did not mean we're going back tomorrow.
Well, now Snoddlers understands why he's confused, because the last time I asked you about something, you told me, and then you see him opening up his book and, scrolling.
God. It'll teach me to be very careful what I say around the guy who writes down everything that's said.
So the sun and moon rotating twice was an hour, which now I understand when you say 3 hours from now, I assume it's a whole bunch of moons.
I don't think I told you that. I think that was Hector. Could be wrong.
Look, all you tall people look the same.
Wow.
I'm sure Snoddlers feels like you guys would look different to each other. Stylers is just saying, just saying here.
Just saying that you're a dick? 'Cause that's what I heard.
No, Snoddlers is a deep gnome, not dick gnome.
Well, you got the D part right.
That's what Snoddler said.
I think it should be maybe in the future at some point. We definitely want to avoid the butcher. But
Why do you think we need to avoid the butcher?
Snoddler thinks if we're there, it proves we didn't do it. Snoddler thinks that makes sense. We can't be in two different places at once. Snoddlers isn't on the boat driving and defeating a dragon.
who all
We're
knows?
still talking about the dragon.
Yes.
Our boss is just sitting here drinking, looking over the water. Like, are you kidding me?
Let's just get the boat to Leiara. Get Pinkerton back.
Let's go steal us a new ship.
Let's not steal a ship. We already half stole this one.
All right, so I'm assuming you guys make your preparations for the day and manage doing some light training and things that you would probably do when you're not like fearing for your life.
Maybe ask Vossen if he'll teach me how to use these sais that I've been carrying around, or at least begin training with them. So maybe one day I can use them. I still have them.
I see.
Snoddler sighs.
To Leiara.
All right, to there we go. Yeah, so you pass on through the night. Go ahead.
As we are going, Snoddlers would like to be opening up and reading through, I think, the remainder of one of the two books I didn't finish because it was super long. And I don't remember which it is. I'm trying to look right now, but my inventory is literally full of like a bajillion bags and books. Just know that I definitely was looking at it. So if there's additional information you'd like to glean from the other book, so be it. I think it looks like I got all the data from the Black Shadow book. No, that one's 928 pages. Yeah, the Black Shadow book is the one that I don't think I finished yet.
Oh, those book titles you have.
Wait, which one were you reading? Snothers?
I think I finished the other ones because it was 25 pages, 300 pages, and the only one left was the 920-page Black Shadow book discussing the topic of demonology.
Oh, that's gonna be a good read.
It's not always ready. ADHD reinvigorated with demons now that we talked about demons.
So, are we meeting to get Pinkerton, allegedly get Pinkerton in Leiara?
Yes.
Or are we just stopping off there?
No, Leiara is where we got to drop the ship off.
Did they ever give us a contact or anything like that?
They did, whether you wrote it down or not. That's up to you.
Yeah, the guy's name is Arlo.
Yeah. So.
Oh, this is a lot of searching. Hold on.
So Vasen, you can always roll in D&D Beyond. You can just tell me what you roll. All right, so Wednesday goes very, very well. You guys are just hanging out, talking to the crew a little bit. You make your way into Thursday. Thursday, it's a bright morning. The clouds are all cleared up. You can see that you're definitely far enough away from Cordova now, as the waters begin to simmer a little bit, and you start feeling the warmer sun as you make your way towards Leiara. You're still about a days away. This is a Thursday. Anything else you want to do on this day, or go right to Friday?
Just let them know tomorrow night when the full moon rises, I'm gonna change.
So kill him?
No. I'd rather not kill me.
How about we just put you in the cage of the...
Maybe,
Oh, yeah, I don't even know if there's one on this boat. There's no bread on
Maybe
this
we-
boat.
Maybe we need to discuss what's going to happen with Bear Taurus.
I'll say there is a few like stripper poles and a sex swing on this boat, but there's no cage.
All right, tie him up with the swing.
I don't know if does the swing look like it's rated for bear?
Just otters.
Well, let's see.
I'm definitely going to put a nice sharp edge on my axe right now, thinking about all this.
Wow.
I'm just saying, just in case.
Can Snoddlers think if banishment might actually send him to the bear plane?
Yeah, that seems in Snodler's mind like would be an idea.
All right, well, Snoddlers has a last-ditch solution. I'm just not going to tell you what it is yet.
That Vitoris looks uneasy when Stadler's mentions the last-ditch solution. Do we know what time we're going to pull into port tomorrow? Or we got a rough guesstimate?
Do you know what time we're going to be introduced to Bear Taurus?
No, but you guys do get the sense from the crew, and if Hector were there, that you guys are sailing with the wind, which I'm sure there's a sailing term that I don't know for that. But so you're making excellent time. So judging by how fast you're going, you guys should get to Leiara by the afternoon, Friday afternoon.
Tailwind. That's the word you were looking for.
So you're probably going to be saving.
Incorrect.
You're probably going to be saving about a half a day's travel.
You're going to hate yourself for this? It's called Windward.
Windward.
Whatever.
Wait, weren't you Navy? Oh, we won't talk about that, I guess.
What did he say? Tailwind?
Yeah.
Having a tailwind, but in the direction you're traveling is windward.
Instead of wayward.
He was in the Navy, but he was in the Navy.
No.
He was in McHale's Navy.
Oh, that is a Navy I would sign up for.
I had a friend ask me legitimately from high school when I went home on leave. He's like, "Do you guys sing like they do in Family Guy?" And I'm like, "What the fuck makes you think any of that's real?" No singing.
No singing in the Navy.
I expect it to be more like down Periscope.
Yeah. All right, so we'll fast travel this then. So that much goes on. It's a pretty uneventful trip. A little break in the pace of the craziness that ensued in Carrington. But so you guys do see land Friday afternoon as you make your way into Mayford Harbor. It's the eastern coast of Leiara, and it's a kind of a small walled city. It's like a port city. Definitely not the size of Carrington. You do see ships all over the place, coming and going, large, small ships. It's definitely
Snodlers don't run any other ships over because this thing's huge, right?
Yeah, this boat is a large ship. Yeah, definitely bigger. It's a little bit bigger than the Seagulls, but definitely not quite as the Bloodsail. But as
I'm
you
gonna be
guys,
honest, I thought I wasn't driving anymore, but that makes sense.
Oh, I thought you were still driving.
I think I grabbed it once we started getting into shit.
Gotcha.
But as you guys make your way just outside of the port city, moored off the coastline, you see a massive ship. It's an ironclad ship with oars and massive sails. It's the ship of the Bloodsail, the butcher ship.
What?
Nice.
Whose ship is that?
The guy whose boat we're on?
I mean, you know what's funny about this? This makes sense.
No, because he should
Shit.
be. He should be either in Carrington or on his way to Carrington.
Is there another dock?
We should have listened to Snodlers and just went back.
So is there by looking at the layout of the small walled city, all the docks are in the small harbor. So, but the Bloodsail is out a little bit further from the coast. So it's not like it's in this if you're looking at the map, it's not like close in vicinity on the map or anything.
I don't see a map.
Oh, sorry.
Austin went blind.
I'd share my screen, but you'd see all the other krakens that are hidden in the water.
That's not very nice.
Yeah, I just remember Jason sharing.
So, what are we gonna do? Are we just gonna wheel this whore into the harbor and call it a day, or?
Look, Stadler's just thinks that we have to
On the
get it
map.
to them, right? Like, as long as he's here, like, we got to get him here quick to make this trade-off, and let's get out of here.
Yep. So now there's you can portal, right?
Not fast.
More
Right.
importantly, Stadler looks around, and do I still have it? I never changed my spells. I'm gonna turn us to look like. Fuck.
The butcher.
No. I'm going to try to remember the guards in the guard room that we had at the other city, like when we delivered the douchebag, and just try to come up and make as many of us look like guards and people that were in there.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you guys are. We'll say. No, it's up to you guys. What do you guys want to do then? So the ship is off the coast. There's a lot of ships coming and going, and you can tell this is like a bustling sort of trade port.
Does it look like he's coming here, or is he sailing away?
It's like docked out there. It's just anchored out.
Oh, it's just
off the
anchored
coast,
out there.
you know? It looks like it's
We
within
don't know.
travel distance from like a rowboat. You know, a good
What?
half a mile out to sea.
Just can we make this not look like this ship? The Snodlers can't do it. Snodlers doesn't have that magic. What can we do to make this look like not his stuff?
I don't know. Has he ever even seen his boat?
He's didn't they say that he came and take a look at it and said nice boat and slapped it?
Oh, fuck.
Wait,
You know, they,
is
they see-
the name of the boat painted on the outside? Like, is there laws on this?
No.
Like, can we just scratch it out and name it like the She Ghost and let's just move on with our day?
So the ship has no markings on it. There's no name. It hasn't really been taken under control by the actual sea princes yet. So there's no flags or anything like distinguishing marks. It's just a very ornate Van Zagrum ship. I mean, just by the look of it, it looks like this is some rich guy's pleasure yacht that's pulling into port.
Are we in like the actual port?
You guys haven't decided yet, so you're still off the coast, but you're close enough where you can see the lighthouses and the entrance into the bay.
I was looking at the tourists like, do we have any of the flags that we have? Do we have anything that says that we're not, like what? Do you have anything?
I think all that shit went down with the ship,
I think.
or maybe Hector may have had some of it.
Why are we even meeting them here? Snodlers doesn't understand why we would even meet them. Let's take a stolen property to a giant fucking port.
Because this is where they said to meet us.
Jesus fuck!
And I don't even remember who to drop them off to.
Oh god!
I say we wheel this whore just wheel that fucker right in there.
I mean, I have a list of all the flags, but I don't think I have any of them on me. They were all on the.
Does anyone have water breathing?
I can breathe underwater.
No, not what I meant.
Oh, I don't have a spell for it. No.
Because I know who does, but I know who's not here.
Oh, shit.
Just all of us take water breathing, jump off, and let it crash into port. It's close enough to delivery.
No. Snodlers has read about surface dwelling pirates. And, one of the books I had a pirate in it, so I was just thinking about this stuff. Like, if Snodlers had water breathing, he could probably, sneak underneath the water and, just put a giant hole in the bottom of their metal ship, and then it would be, totally okay, right? They'd be worried about their ship, not this one, and then we'd be fine.
Well, you've got your breathing cap.
Yeah, it's not as cool.
Snodlers is worried about it not being as cool. Snodler still has the arena mentality.
Don't think that ever got turned off in Snodler's brain. I think that's just not Snodler's.
Snodlers is forever the showman.
Well, I get done doing it, I water walk and spray sparks everywhere and shoot missiles. Wait. I mean, Snodlers doesn't think we should sink another boat, but like we gotta mark this one as not theirs or something. They're gonna know.
I think they're gonna know just by seeing it, wouldn't you
That's
think?
what I'm saying. Maybe we should park this bitch somewhere else.
Yeah, let's just
I think-
not go in and park it in the random water for and take the little boat aboard and walk in.
And then it gets pirated.
I mean, if you're gonna get pirated, you pull in now.
Maybe. Maybe they're all in port.
What's Leiara's stance on pirates? Do we know?
I don't think any of you would know that. Have any of you been there before?
No.
Yuri's a pirate. But I haven't been there.
I mean, Macleod was a pirate, and he did some sailing and stuff, possibly in this area from when his father or stepfather had found him, but he ain't here, so he's fucking you over.
We would know that because he's abandoned us.
And everyone abandoned
So
us.
many abandonment issues.
Snodler's wishes invisibility worked on objects.
Turn the
I mean, let's sum it up. Let's sum it up to this: who's afraid of the butcher? Boston, are you afraid of the butcher?
Do you know how
Snodler's forgets.
You mean afraid of dying? Or
I
the
think we
butcher?
should just roll. I think we should just roll up in there. Fuck the butcher.
Snodler's looks around at everyone, forgetting who he turned into what. Like, I don't know, man.
I mean,
That guy's pretty
we're
scary.
here. We're here now. We lost our ship. Let's roll this in here, and if he takes the ship, then we'll just go get Pinkerton.
Snodler's is confused why we didn't just do that to begin with then. Because we lost an entire crew, which I guess is normal.
Somebody was hell-bent on getting this ship. I think maybe we should have just went and got Pinkerton just to begin with. But
I mean, Pinkerton might live now, and like 20 other ship people who knew they were going to die died. So, I mean,
I would pull out my spyglass and look over at his ship, see how many crew are on board.
All right, go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh, I'm awesome at these. Wish I had that nat 20.
hey, maybe we get lucky and we just take his ship.
6?
All right, so judging just like by this, like the side iron or the high iron sides of the ship, and what you can see, you see definitely like a good dozen or so crew members like on deck and like fixing the riggings and things like that. But you don't get the full scale. I mean, the ship definitely, if the Sea Ghost would had a dozen crew members, and this ship is probably 3 times the size of the Sea Ghost.
I remember her from our time on the pirate island. How many ballistas did she have?
Oh, this thing's got like 6 or 8 ballistas on each side.
Yeah.
Taurus is starting to get a chub.
Starting.
I've had a half chub about that ship since I saw it, but I mean, you have to find a way to board it, and it's 3 times the size the Sea Ghost was, which means they have a shitload of people on it.
You just want me to swim over there and act like I'm drowning as a diversion, and you can pull the ship into port?
Did I notice anyone up in the crow's nest?
Oh yeah. You see people in the crow's nest, like I said, people that are up on the front of the ship, the back of the ship. Yeah, there's crew all about, but I'm just saying you don't see like the full extent of the crew. You don't know how many.
Gotcha. I was just wondering, can I look around at the rest of the ships? Is anyone taking special notice of us?
Yeah, go ahead and make another perception check. You guys all can. I mean, if you're all kind of like, I'm picturing this. You guys are like slowly like making your way into port, and there's literally ships coming in and out of the harbor all over the place.
Is there any way that we could try to like dodge and weave and be protected by other ships coming in and out? Like, if it's that busy?
Make an intelligence check to see if Snodlers could think that. But yeah, Kolos and Yuri, you guys are looking around too. Oh yeah, Snodlers, you totally think that there's enough cover with the ships coming in and out that it seems like you would just blend in with the other ships. And you guys are also seeing other Van Zagrum ships. There's like big fancy ships. There's merchant ships. You see a couple warships here and there.
All
Like,
right.
there's a wide variety of ships. But what you don't notice is there's nobody really flying the flag of like the Guardians flag or anything, other than like the blood sail, which is, like I said, it's off the coast. But everybody that's coming into the harbor, it's definitely like a collection of a lot of different races and travelers from all over the place.
All right. Well, dwarf Snodlers in looking gear like a guard goes and like pushes the dude out of the way and starts trying to like boat his way in and sneakily drive us in. Snodlers is literally ignoring everyone at this point. We're going in. We can do this.
All right.
Well, let's take comfort in the fact that they're not expecting to see the ship here right now.
Except for they could be, because it's taken us several days. They should have picked it up already, and they could have easily sent a message just like we can.
Yeah, it's not to say he's gonna show up personally. Fuck.
Yeah, he may. I mean, Snodlers can port us back there instantly too. As far as you know, he came here. Maybe this is where he planned on going, so he was already planning on coming here. Maybe he planned on porting here after he got done signing the contract and had his shitty crew take the ship back. We may have just delivered it for him. Snodlers doesn't care. We're coming in.
Plus, we only have half a day. Not even. We're what, late afternoon right now?
Yeah, it's like late afternoon. Yep.
So who knows where to go and who to pick up for this stuff? Who's this supposed to go to? Because we got to get them there now.
Yeah, that's the problem. Does anyone remember who we're supposed to drop it off to?
Look, this wasn't Snodler's mission. Snodler's is here to drive boats and shoot fireballs.
And I'm all out of boats.
Well, I will be. Snodler's will be soon. Hobby, you don't remember?
Bobby's gone.
What?
Said Bobby's gone.
No, Hobby.
Have you?
I've gotten my notes. Random things. Iron Raider.
Iron Raider.
Iron Raider. The Silent Raider.
Frigid Sea.
All right.
I don't know, guys.
Vossen, you're the one. We're doing this for your
Gnome.
yeah. So if I give you fly, do you think you could take the next 10 minutes and get over there and try to find someone to meet us at the dock so we can complete this transaction?
I could try. I have no idea. But, yeah.
You got 10 minutes.
You got.
I mean, all right. So you guys are already kind of pulling into the harbor. There's a lot of ships everywhere that are coming and going, and you see there's an opening. There's a spot, an open dock, probably right in the smack dab middle of all the line of docks that are around this harbor.
Snodlers would like to pull the e-brake and slide it gently in.
Oh yeah.
Fast and Furious style.
We're family. What family does.
All right, are you actually casting fly on
Yes.
on Vossen?
Yes. Find this asshole.
And you have 10 minutes.
And also, you look like a guard from another city.
Oh, that's great.
Just flying around.
Oh god, I can't cast telepathic bond and I wasn't paying attention. Good luck.
Does Snodlers have to drop this thing?
Yep.
Oh, that sucks.
I could probably drop it on you,
Oh, now.
but that's my point. Like, I don't know when to drop it, and I can't cast
Exactly.
telepathic bond.
Yeah, I know.
You're fucked.
Yeah.
Do you have anything on you that says that you're Vossen, I mean, this is all like out of character, right? But I mean, just
I
saying we're
don't
here
think
with your
so.
boat with Pinkerton, or on behalf of our mutual contact, is probably sufficient, right? They don't know.
So Vasun, so what are you doing? Did you fly off the ship or?
Yeah, as soon as he said that, I fucking ran and jumped off the ship, heading to fucking the docks.
All right, so it's kind of like getting the bird's eye view of things. You see, like right at the docks, there is a small market district, and it kind of gives you that feeling of salt marsh, where you see all these fish vendors and markets, these small little shops that are set up right on the docks. In the distance, you see a large, looks like some sort of keep. Maybe at one point it was like some sort of old church. It looks like it's got a bunch of flags and banners on it, and you do see. You can tell like it's a massively, like absurdly large flag of. You see a hand with a hammer in it. It's the same symbol that you saw on the Moradin's hand symbol from the ship that you guys went on in Khazad-dûr, if you remember the Dwarven Guild. Also, you see quite a few people standing around like on the docks. You see not only guards standing around and people that are kind of like ushering people in different ways. Like the harbor master is bringing in people. There's like a port authority that's kind of directing the traffic, along with quite a few people in these market stalls and vendor areas. It's definitely like a happening place right here on the docks. And you are seeing that like there are people that are like taking notice as you fly by some of the ships that are also in the harbor. Like you're like flying like parallel to these other ships coming in and out.
Right in here.
Yeah. Oh, you're up in the here now. Nice.
Yeah, it somehow like took a decade to load, but it's loaded. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but
Yeah, so you can see just ahead. There's this building that has the big flag on it, and then yeah, in the market district, there's lots of people around.
yeah, I'm gonna try to land somewhere inconspicuous.
Right, which is very difficult to do, but you managed to go off to the end of the docks where it's a little bit quieter. We'll say you go down here, and you land, and again, like you're seeing people like all about, and it's afternoon, so it's still there's a lot of traffic. There's a lot of coming and going right now. So even though you're kind of inconspicuous to the fact that you didn't land right in the middle of all the people, but when you land, there is people walking around, like in your direction and away from you.
Well, yeah, I'm fucking not dressed proper. Yeah, I'm gonna freaking look around, see if I could spot the any of the Venn diagrams.
All right,
Or
so how about
know-
you make an investigation check as you're kind of searching around the docks for anybody that you recognize as the pledging lady and Snouthers at the wheel starts getting closer into the dock area.
Yeah, looking for Musaldis people. It's an investigation?
Yeah,
Jesus.
investigation.
Oh my god.
All right, you're seeing a lot of faces, but nobody that you're necessarily seeing as you're making your way through the crowd. At this point, it's taken you a good probably 10 minutes of like searching around and walking into like closer to the market district. As the pledging lady, you kind of notice as now there's parks the ship into the docks.
Yeah, I keep like slowly walking through, looking for like a cloaked dragonborn somewhere.
As you keep your eyes open for this guy, you do see standing on the docks, leaning up against one of the stalls, is this cloaked dragonborn that you recognize from the Golden Fortune. And he doesn't see you, but
I'm gonna slowly approach him.
Execute him.
And then as soon as you start making your way towards him, you see him, his head kind of cock, and he looks up and he lowers his cloak a little bit. You can see his face. He's this black dragonborn. And you see him kind of roll up his sleeves, and he has this sort of attached crossbow that's like hooked around his wrist. And he kind of like holds it up and crosses his arms, making sure he shows the his weapons to you as you approach. And he kind of smiles a little bit, and he says, "Ah, so you've arrived early."
I start putting my hands out to my sides, like I got nothing on me to, you could lower the weapon.
And as you walk a little bit closer, he starts looking around for signs of the ship. He says, "Mr. Musaldi has been expecting you. Where's the property?"
We just docked over there, and I point where it came in.
And so he gets up and he kind of adjusts his cloak a little bit, and he meets you on the docks. And it's a crowd. There's people all around you. And he looks over at you and he says, "Well, I'm glad to see this has turned out the way that we had planned." So he walks with you and follows the dock towards the pledging lady.
I'll walk with him. Out of character, do we know that these guys know that that's like the butcher ship? If they know that they were we're robbing the ship from the butcher?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
part of the
That's
plan.
what I thought.
Because Benedict Musaldi had told you, like, hey, we haven't had the greatest relationship with the pirates. They always F with us, so I'm trying to F back with them. So this is where you guys can do this.
I was just trying to remember that if I was positive on that fact.
Make sure they're not. What do you mean you stole for the butcher?
Yeah.
No,
So
no,
as soon as we start walking over there, I'm I nod off to the side. Looks like the butcher's here.
And he kind of looks over and smiles. He's like, "That's no concern of ours." Then as he walks up to the ship, he's kind of inspecting it and he's looking at it and he's like, "So it looks like you didn't have any trouble getting here from Carrington?"
Oh, we lost a ship. All of our crew.
Oh, well, that's too bad. Anyway, where's your crew now? Where are the travelers?
Well, we're in disguise at the moment, but they're on the ship. They'll be coming down.
How about you round them up so we can go get this meeting over with and we can all go on our ways?
Yeah. You gonna wait right here?
I'll be waiting right here.
Right here.
Right here.
And the Hero Society are the dicks.
All right, I'll be right back. Run up, start jogging off. To tell everyone to go. Get your shit. Let's go.
Do we even recognize Voss as he's coming up?
I mean, you guys
He's
are all.
moving.
Yeah, we're all there. Right?
The Stodlers happen to know the principal of, I believe it was Commander Akbar. This feels kind of like a trap.
Before we get off of this ship, I want to make sure the crew knows that they cannot be on the ship anymore.
And I think you guys had paid them partially. We're going to pay them the rest. I couldn't remember.
I put
No.
down 40 gold in the bar.
No,
Okay.
yeah, they got paid actually a shitload up front, and so they knew that they were on their own once we got there. But like this is just Kolos, like you need to get off the ship like now.
Yeah, I just couldn't remember if you guys had paid them. I don't. So yeah, so they nod and they thank you. They grab all their stuff and head off, and you see them like walk down into the dock and into the market district.
I step up beside Boston and tell him lead the way.
Where's Pinkerton?
We will go meet with Mr. Musaldi right now, and you will have your friend back. So he leads you guys down a dark alley. You know where this is going. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, he leads you guys past the market into the city a little bit, and you go past a large bar and down towards like the end of the market where there's like a warehouse district at the opposite end, and it's like down here there's like warehouses and things to the southern side, and you walk into like just a basic looking building, and you walk in, and as you enter, you see the butcher standing inside this building with Benedict Musaldis.
Who would have thought?
And along with like an entourage of about 24 guardians, I guess you'd say, sea princes. And as they walk in, Mr. Musaldis, he says, "Aha, my friends, ye who have delivered. Thank you, Dimresh. Come in, please. Bring our guests." And the Dragonborn nods and kind of like holds the door and escorts everybody in. And he kind of whispers to you, "Now respect Mr. Musaldis," as he leads you guys all in. And you kind of look around, and there's like big crates, and there's all these pirates. They're kind of like going through boxes, and they're like organizing things. You can tell there's definitely some sort of illegal operation going on here. Most of them look armed, and they're all definitely looking at you as you walk in. And the butcher, he stands almost 7 feet tall. He's standing there, and he's, "So, these are the guys you spoke of. They don't look like much." And Dimresh, the Dragonborn, kind of like escorts you right up to Musaldis and the little congregation. And as you walk up before them, they say, Mr. Musaldis, he says, "Well, I'm glad to see this little business arrangement has worked out for us, and I would like to thank you for purchasing this ship for us. This has been a fair trade-off for sinking my ship, and my new friend here, the Admiral, he would also like to thank you." Well, I could see in the future this could be a very beneficial partnership for us all. Don't you, travelers?
Not exactly.
I'm so confused.
I'll lose this too.
So at that point, Mr. Musaldis says, well, seeing as how you helped us, and I consider that our debt, your debt has been repaid." And he yells over to the corner, and you see one of the this pirate-looking guy. He goes and opens a little side door. They pull out Pinkerton. He's like kind of like being dragged around. His hands are bound. You can see his ear has been healed up, but he's missing the tip of his ear. And he kind of drags him over and pushes him into the little group of all you guys. And as soon as Pinkerton sees you, Vasen, his eyes light up, and he's like, "Ah, boss, you saved me!" You can see he's got like a crazy beard now at this point. You haven't seen him in quite a few weeks.
You haven't been working.
Ah!
What? Working? I've been held at against my will.
I'm just kidding with you, and I hand him my gourd.
At this point,
His hands are tied behind his back.
I didn't know where that was going.
they're tied in front of him as he gets pushed.
All right,
into
you
the
can
group.
relax. I hand him my gourd. Tell him relax. You're safe now. Let's get out of here.
The Dragonborn walks up, and he pulls out a dagger, and he just like quickly cuts the bindings on Pinkerton, and
Thought that was gonna go way darker.
then Mr. Musaldis says, "Well, let this be a lesson to you, boys. You don't mess with either the Guardians or the Musaldis, who we have decided to join together. As the rest of you may want to do as well, as these Sahaugan have been attacking our ships. There is strength in numbers out there."
Nautilus agrees. And in fact, I feel like we are already family.
Agreed. So perhaps we'll be calling on you for aid in the future.
But the debt's repaid, right?
I'm a man of my word, and the debt's repaid.
All right. Well, you know,
And
Snarlers is cool with it. Are you guys cool with it? Like, we can do stuff. We like doing stuff. Although, if
Yeah.
you guys just wanted like 10,000 gold, like Snarler's gonna handle that. Like, I mean, I'm confused. Like, there's a lot of subterfuge shit going on here.
Had to lose our ship over the deal.
Yeah, I mean, ship schmack. I mean, all those people. I mean, they're already dead. It's not like we haven't killed people before.
But I like those people.
Didn't.
Look. Bear Taurus. It'll be fine. And if this was just for 10,000 gold, it seems kind of like a waste. But yeah, Snarlers is cool with it.
So Musaldis says as you guys go, as you start leaving, I do thank you again for using for being the king's pawns. You were very gracious in purchasing this ship. And as the butcher laughs, we'll see you around, friends. And then some of the pirates and some of the mafia members all kind of like start gathering up and making it known that it's time for you guys to leave.
Oh shit.
We got conned.
I mean, Snarlers doesn't think so. Pinkerton's
Well,
life was worth more than 10,000 gold.
Yeah, we were more worried we're stealing from them, but it pretty much did them a favor.
Yeah, I mean, if they just would have said it, like, that would have been way easier.
Agree.
Hey, finish buying this boat off and come to us. All right, cool. Can do.
Yeah, we'll buy your. Yeah, you guys totally would have said, "Yeah, we'll buy your boat for you." Cool.
Look, probably. I mean, that's what we did, and that's what we would have done. Hey, we will save Pinkerton. If you want Pinkerton, go pay off this boat and bring it back to us. Sure. Like, what would we have done? We would have probably actually tried to steal it first, and then bought it, kind of like what we did. So no big deal.
We didn't try to steal it that first night. We were just looking at
We
it.
were just checking out.
Yeah,
Either
we
way.
we were just scoping it out. Scratch his neck.
Either way, that's done.
So
No.
you guys start walking out, and Pinkerton's
Let's
like,
get the fuck out
he's
of
like
here.
right there with you, boss. So like it almost looks like he wants to hold your hand, and he's like,
You're not holding my hand.
boss, I'm so excited. We should go get something to eat, if you don't mind. I am starving.
Did they treat you like crap? I thought they were going to treat you good.
Well, they fed me, but it wasn't very good food. So maybe we should go in town and get something to eat. You know?
Well, mother truckers are broke these days, man. We just paid to get your ass out of there.
Well, I really need to get back home so we can get back to work. You know? I don't know what Furbius is doing.
Snarlers
Well,
agrees, but we don't have a way home.
Furbius was
We don't.
worried.
We need to steal a ship, like I said.
Well, let's find a way out of here then.
There's a big iron one right off the coast.
Let's head out and start figuring this out.
What time?
Yeah, I mean, if the butcher's right here, we can take out a dozen guys, right?
With Pinkerton in tow?
Taurus can take out a dozen men easily.
With one shot.
So if we just wait until the full moon and then let their Taurus loose,
Auru, motherfuckers.
Well, that would knock out two birds with one stone. We won't have to worry about Bear Taurus, and then we hopefully could kill the butcher at the same time.
I don't like this plan at all.
or we could end up
Taurus wouldn't because he feels like he's being used.
we'd end up turning him into the bear butcher.
A bear butcher.
The Bear Taurus.
What time is it?
Our only option is to
So
steal a
what?
ship.
It's only probably been like an hour since you've been here, so it's probably like 3-4 o'clock. So it's probably there's probably T minus like 6 to 8 hours until Bear Taurus arrives.
Noted. All right.
Snarlers is sure we can buy a boat. Snarlers has 300 gold. Boats can't be that expensive.
Boats can't be that expensive. Well, how about
Maybe we should ask our new partners.
no, not partners.
So as you guys go
You guys just all
you guys go out into the street, and you see Pinkerton, and he's like, his eyes light up as he spots this tavern. He just starts like running across the street. He's like, ah, yeah, drinks and food on me. And he runs across the street towards this rather large tavern. It's kind of a decent looking place. Like, it's got like new planking on it. It looks like a very fine establishment.
Did you just say they're on him?
Yeah, and he runs across the street, and he like goes in the door.
I lean over. I'm like, how much are you fucking paying these gnomes, boss?
I just follow him in. I shrug and just go in with him.
So you go into this place is packed, and you don't even see Pinkerton because it's like wall to wall people. And as soon as you like walk into this building, oh, by the way, it's called the I lost the name of the place. I had a name for it. On the wrong page. Sorry.
It was kind of sad we didn't meet the Musaldis in another bed and breakfast.
Oh yeah, he brought you guys into like a restaurant before, huh?
I think you said it was a bed and breakfast. That's like
basically,
halfway.
yeah, because it was like a rest stop along the road. Oh yeah, this place is called the Anchor Point Pub, and like I said, it's really fancy looking on the outside. And as you walk inside, it's really loud in there. You're open the door and you are just hit by the smell of alcohol and like boiled fish. And you hear sea shanties and clapping, and it's like super joyous, and everybody in there seems completely trashed. But as you walk in, like even
My kind of place.
the bartender, like he even takes time to just kind of look, and he nods at you guys as you walk in, and he himself is also singing and like handing out drinks. And but you look around and you don't see Pinkerton as you first walk in.
I'm gonna just go in and fucking
5 minutes. We've had him 5 minutes.
get in
already
in
lost.
town. You know what I mean? It's fucking time to go to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I look over at Boss and I'm like, I guess drinks are on me.
I thought the drinks were on Pinkerton.
That's what he
But
said.
he's nowhere to be found.
Oh, we'll find him.
So you walk in, you start seeing there's a lot of tables set up too, and the tables are packed. People are just drinking. There's like piles of like empty pitchers on tables, and you see a couple waitresses walking around, and they're busy like handing out drinks. But you do find a very small table. It looks like it could probably sit 4 or 5 people. That's open.
Hell yeah, head there.
Any of them have Pinkerton? I'm looking for Pinkerton. We just spent a month fucking getting that shit for him, and we've lost him in 5 minutes.
No, so
All
yeah.
I'm thinking about is drinking.
So you guys are looking around, and everybody at this point is probably looking for Pinkerton at this point because he just like took off running, and it only takes a couple of minutes before.
I'm sitting at the table with my feet up, drinking.
Yeah, a lady comes over, a bartender, or not a bartender, like a serving girl. She comes over and she's like, "Hello, my name is Keely. Can I get you guys a drink? Looks like you've already started. That's
Yeah,
okay. That's not against the
I need
rules. Just to
drinks.
let you know."
And you know, Pinkerton said it's on him.
I don't know Pinkerton, but hopefully you
All
have.
right, well, I'll
coin.
just check.
Would you like a menu? Or she like just shoves the menu in your hand, Vassen, and she the special today we have boiled shark and bitter cheese, and stewed sausage with blue cheese, and then there's like a beer menu, and there's like a whole bunch of different beers and like hard ciders on there.
Yeah, that sounds delicious.
And
I'm gonna have that.
And for you, sir. So she writes it down, and then she looks over at you, Yuri.
Just flip 10 gold onto the table. Bring me some meat and some drinks, and keep the drinks coming.
You got it. And you hear Keely, over here. You hear somebody yell from the distance. She's like, "Okay, your order's gonna be right up, guys."
Before you go, if you see a little gnome running around, send him our way.
And at that point, like as you're saying that, you see a little gnome run by, but it's not Pinkerton. She's like, "Oh, there's one right there."
Close enough. I'm sure he knows how to work.
Wow.
We went through all that trouble to get him, and he's just like, any gnome was good enough. You're coming with us.
We're the equivalent of the Cazador orcs now, slavers.
Yeah. And at the point too, like she says, "Well, please don't start any trouble. If you're looking for people, there's a lot of people here. But I do have to say, if you are looking for trouble, you might have to watch out for Baldo over there. And she points to there's like this very short halfling by the door, and he looks like he's got his arms crossed and he has like tattoos all over his arms. He's like the bouncer.
It's straight staring at us.
Yeah, he is too.
Oh my god!
But he looks over at you and he
Great.
just nods, but he has like a stare, and he's staring right at Yuri.
Oh shit! He's giving you the stink eye, bro.
You think I should go over and ask him what he's staring at?
Not yet. We gotta have some drinks first. We can't get kicked out yet.
So yeah, the sea shanties are going. Like everybody around you guys are like singing and having a great time, and your drinks come lightning fast. Like just a minute later, this other woman comes over and hi boys, my name is Veal, and I have all your drinks. I don't know whose orders or what, but she just starts putting pitchers on the table of ale. She says your food is going to be up in just a few minutes. And she like. Before she even like finishes her sentence, she books and she's already into the crowd, like taking other people's orders.
I start drinking my drink and stand up and start walking around looking for Pinkerton.
All right, go ahead and make a perception check. See what you notice in the crowd. All right, so you start making your way through the crowd. You notice there's a lot of dwarves in here, especially like a higher concentration of dwarves than any other. There's a lot of humans and dwarves. But out of this, you hear like some familiar laughing, like some giggling. You hear like, oh, you're my new best friend. And you look over and you see Pinkerton. He's just got like a mug in his hand, like both hands, and he's just downing it. And he's like, oh, I needed this. And he looks at you and he's, oh, boss, come on over. These are my new friends. And there's two dwarven males, and they have like huge beards that are just like covered in ale, and they're drinking and having a good time. And they're like, one of them's got his arm around Pinkerton.
Are these like are there more dwarfs like this in here?
Did I ever drop my original illusion set?
You didn't say you did.
I agree. So I'm just wondering, because I would look like a
because you look like a
based on my
dwarf.
previous definition. Like I assumed there was a dwarf there, and I was just trying to fit the role. But if there wasn't, then so be it.
Oh yeah, sure.
All right, I'm just making sure. I'm just trying to figure out what to do. Sorry.
So to Boston, coming back to you, a lot of the dwarves, they do have a similar like they're wearing the similar clothes, and you can see they all have these brooch of the Moradin's hand brooch.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Because I went on the boat before in the other town when I met them with Yuri.
Yeah.
Do these guys look like they're wearing the same stuff?
Yeah, like they don't look like the same guys, but they definitely, you can tell that they belong to the same trading
crew.
guild.
Yeah. All right, yeah. I was like, hey, what's up? Fucking, I'm Vassam. Cheers with my gourd.
And they all come over, and Pinkerton looks up at you, Vassam, and he's like, this was Hank, and this was, I think his name was Bill. And they both like start laughing. He's like, hey, no, we don't have a very good recollection about anything. My name was Bartholomew, and this is my probably my oldest and bestest friend, Helmut. Bartholomew and Helmut.
Well, god dang.
And so Pinkerton's like, that's what I said.
Bartholomew and Helmet. This is
That's what I said.
We just we came to stop him, grab him, bring him home.
So Pinkerton's like, yeah, drinks are on me. And they just start, they're giving him more drinks and whatnot.
I lean down, I'm like, Pinkerton, how the hell are you paying for this?
What do you mean? You just say the drinks are on me and people give you drinks.
Oh, fuck.
That's not how...
We're fighting today.
Did you just run out of here after?
Well, no, that's what you do, right? Drinks are on me!
The drinks are not on you.
And so, like, the waitresses are coming over to this table, and you see a couple different waitresses. Again, these, like, very hyper women that come over, and they're like, gentlemen, you need another round before you head off? And they're like, hi, bring over another round for our new friends here. And
sure.
And you see these dwarves sitting at this table, and they have, again, similar to, like, what Yuri did, they have, like, a little pile of gold on the table, and he says, "Here, honey, keep it coming. Drinks are on Pinkerton, though." And they all start laughing, but you can tell these guys are all somewhat wealthy. Like, look at their clothes; they're definitely very nice. They're well dressed, and these guys are having a great time. They're spending money like it's nothing.
No, spending Pinkerton's money.
Spending Pinkerton's money.
So are we walking over to that table? Pinkerton and me and the other guys?
Yeah, whoever
is-
wants to go over there, I guess.
Snodlers is concerned that we need to stop this before it becomes too much of a problem.
Do we look like ourselves now, or do we
No.
look like?
Where did
You
we
can if you want.
where did we meet these guys? It was in the major city, right?
So you met
The
them
first time we saw the guild, not these guys specifically, but their guild.
The docks, the slaver docks.
Yeah,
Cazador.
they were in Cazador.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cazador. Oh, I was just trying to remember if it was Cazador or freaking.
Is it the same ones we met
Seton.
before, or are these different?
No, it's the same guild, I believe.
Same
right?
guild, yeah. Not necessarily that they're the same people. So you do remember that they were selling like weapons or
And
whatever
booze and shit like that.
to the slavers, but
I thought they were selling booze and shit, weren't they?
they were selling
it
like.
someone else?
Remember they had like the control collars that they would put on people, and they had different like. Maybe not.
Oh, I thought these were the other dwarves that we saw in Seton coming over, like the ones that were trading shit. And, like wherever had some booze, they had their own liquor.
Oh no,
It's
I
the
think
same people,
I
isn't
think
it?
those are. I think they were. Don't they? might have
Because
been
Yuri and I
mine.
went and talked to them.
No, you're right. They might have been the same people, but yeah, the same guild. That's also part of the Moradin's
Okay,
family.
it is the same guild then.
Yeah, so they deal in,
Alright.
it's part of this. I don't know. I don't know if you know it or not, but we'll just say like Leiara is the trading guild here. They deal in all sorts of technology, along with obviously like the booze, and they count their hands in everything. So Mayford Harbor, the whole city here,
I was just trying to
is
make sure
basically
that
like
they're the same
is
ones.
run by the trading guild.
So sit down with them.
Yeah. So you,
fucking bullshit.
you sit down and like I said, they have this like there's food and there's just beer everywhere, and they're just like, yeah, have a good time. More the merrier. Drinks are on Pinkerton, and there's kind of like a running joke now. They've only met the guy for about the last 10 minutes, but even though they're paying for everything. And they just are kind of mocking Pinkerton, but they still like his company because he's obviously just he's a little out there. So, boys, what brings you to Mayford Harbor? You looking for work, looking for trade, or looking for adventure?
Oh, we just got done with a little adventure trying to find this little guy.
Oh, yeah, I can tell he's a wily little one.
He is. He gets away from you. So now we're trying to get back home.
Hi, back home. Well,
we're
where
heading back to
are you
Saltmarsh.
from? Oh, Saltmarsh. That's a shithole of a village if I've ever seen
Yeah,
one.
you
No
know,
offense.
you gotta take one when you got one. You know what I mean?
You got a ship? How are you gonna get back home?
Yeah, that's the problem we're running to. Our ship kind of got destroyed on the way here. We like barely made it.
Well, that's not good.
No. So now we're trying to find our way back.
Well, there's plenty of gold to be made to buy your own ship or charter a ship out of here at Mayford Harbor. Hell, you could even go up to the ministry and talk to the minister himself. I'm sure he'd be willing to give you some sort of job or gold. I don't know. Everything's worth something around here. Judging by the looks of you, I'm sure that the skills that you have could be valuable to some.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my jam!
agree.
And all of a sudden, he just starts like singing and clapping and just completely like bugs out.
I just sit there and just continue partying with everybody while listening and seeing if I could hear anybody like saying they gotta leave, like sail out anytime, heading the way we're going.
All right, we'll come back to that. Does what is everybody else doing?
Snodlers is just kind of like sadly sitting there.
Aw.
We've never been here before, right?
Correct.
But we always can pretend. It's the best way to get free booze. Pretend you live here.
All you gotta say is drink sir on me.
Yeah. Tor's more worried about tonight, and then we got to get out of here. What are we doing next?
So let's.
I assume trying to get home, so I'm just trying to figure out how to do that. I'm just bullshitting with these people trying to hear shit.
Well, but Taurus is going to turn into a bear tonight. We know that for sure, right?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously we can't make it home tonight. If we had a ship right now, we can't make it home tonight. Can't make it home before you turn into a bear.
No.
Correct?
No.
So maybe we should deal with Bear Taurus first and then go home.
Yeah, isn't that
You think?
tonight? We could
Yeah,
still
it's tonight.
we could still try to charter a ship to leave. We
Or-
don't have
or
to
get
leave
it.
tonight. You know what I mean? We got to find out how to get out of here.
Is there anywhere here that Snobblers can make one of those portals to take us back to Harrington?
Guaranteeing the place that we bought the boat for the dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, Snodlers can. I'm pretty sure Snodlers can take us back there.
but the problem is we're gonna have to get back home somehow.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I'm
if we
just
would have left our
wondering if-
boat there like I thought we were going to, then we'd be fine.
do we have a better chance of getting a ship there than here?
If we have another 20,000 gold.
Couldn't you just make a circle to a different mages guild? Maybe one scene?
Snodlers opens up his book, starts flipping through pages.
I mean,
Snodlers knows
Really
how
not
to
there.
get to
Not seeing.
Waterdeep Order, Carrington Order, and Runestone Island Guild.
So at this point, Bartholomew, he stops singing. And he's like, "Hey, did I overhear that you lads are looking for a ship to get home?" And I can see that you seem fairly trustworthy. We're headed out on a ship. The only problem is we gotta find the captain. That's why we're here. You see.
Is the captain in this city?
Well, the last he was seen was in this bar a few nights ago.
the captain.
So this is research, Snodlers understands, and he takes out his book and starts writing.
I'll take notes here, my young friend. Captain Hillshield, this is why we're here. We've been on a little shore leave here. And of course, Captain was out with the crew a couple nights ago and heard he was running his mouth after just a few too many drinks.
Anyone who glances over sees that Snodlers is actually just doodling in a corner.
So I'll tell you what, you guys help us find the captain, and we'll give you a ride back home. Now, I do gotta warn you, I think the captain was in a wee spot of trouble.
It's Musaldis, I'm out.
He was running his mouth and got into a little fight with some local thugs.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, Laughing John and his boys.
Yeah, whatever. Snodlers will take care of him, whoever that is.
But
What's your captain look like?
He's a handsome-looking fellow, kind of like myself. But his beard isn't quite as long as mine, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Snodlers actually doesn't. Can you help me out?
Oh, you see, we judge our manhood by the length of our beard. Would you like to compare my manhood to the length of my beard?
Snodlers doesn't understand how you're comparing your manhood to your beard.
So at this point, he puts his beard down and he stands up on a chair and he starts like unbuckling his pants.
You're gonna get.
Snodlers is now understanding.
We're just gonna be like, you're gonna get sketched, whether you want to or not.
Pretty sure Snodlers looks like a dwarf too at this point, still, right? Like,
Yeah, that's true.
asking like, how do you dwarf?
Well, all I could say is I could use a couple of strong-looking fellas like yourself. And your friend Pinkerton here, he was telling me that you guys are some sort of adventuring guild and maybe some hired muscle. And,
Where are you going?
Snodlers' manhood beard muscle is pretty good.
so I say we march right up to that old manor that Laughing John and his boys are holding out in, and we go find the captain and bring him back home. We can do
Wait.
that tonight if you're all ready.
Manor?
Tonight.
What, is this
Oh,
going to be a
wait,
problem?
actually, tonight's a great idea. In fact, we could probably solo this. Right,
Whoa.
Bear Taurus?
I need alcohol.
Oh, no. You don't need anything. You'll be fine. Bear Taurus will be great.
Where
Bear
is this
Taurus has a
manor?
little secret. The secret is you don't like it when he's angry.
Where is this manor?
Oh, well, I could lead you to it. It's just up outside of town.
Do they accept all manner of creature?
Well, Laughing John and his boys, they're kind of some local thugs around here. They think there's some tough muscle, but I've seen tougher out there. But I do have to say that there's quite a few of them.
Where are you going once you leave here?
Well, we were headed to go to go back to Seaton. Well, we're supposed to head back to Seaton in the morning, but the trade minister wants us also to head up to Calder, but I'm trying to take our time before we head back up there. It's a little cold up there, but Saltmarsh isn't too far from Seaton. If you want to ride, we could give it to you.
What do you know about Laughing John and his boys?
I told you there's some punks that are around here, but people are scared of them because people say that they're kidnappers and ransomers.
I look over towards Pinkerton to see what his reaction to that is.
He just shudders a little bit. But at this point, he looks like he's barely even standing. He's completely trashed.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think that they're run by, there's probably about a good 3 or 4 of them. All I know is Laughing John, he's not much. He's a little tall, even for a human. But there's a half-orc. His name is Jarvie, from what I remember. Big, ugly-looking son of a bitch.
Are they part of the Guardians?
Part of the Guardians? No, they're not part of them. Those pirates. These are local boys.
What about the Musaldis? Musaldis?
No, they're not part of them either. Even though they own half of this city. I don't know who they work for. Laughing John and his merry men and woman. They have a woman that works with them. Good looking thing, but I'm a taken man.
Dwarf.
I'm still a man,
Taken.
boy.
Take a dwarf.
So what do you say? Are we ready to do this? Or we want a couple more rounds for a little more liquid courage?
God.
I'm starting to feel shit-faced. I'm just staring down the bouncer at the door.
I guess. Let's do this.
Let's do this before we get into any trouble.
Nautilus, whoever that is, probably needs some spell slots, so don't expect a lot of them.
What are we gonna do with Pinkerton?
I'm sure we rested. I mean, it took 2 days to get here, right?
Yeah, you guys long rested.
Nautilus made everyone look different and did stuff.
Oh, I was just resetting my shit. Sorry, man.
Do I look like Yuri again?
Nope, I don't think so.
Nope.
Or do I look like a pirate? Or what? Do I
You
just
look
a
like one of
crewman?
the guards that we turned in the douchebag to from the other city.
Carrington guard.
Like, are we wearing his armor and shit?
Yep.
Nice.
We're not all the same guard. It's just like I was like, I survey, like from what I remember from the survey, make some of those guards us.
Gotcha.
I'm sure it's a horrible rendition because Snoddlers obviously think like we all probably have the exact same nose because everyone looks the same.
Stop.
So no one knows where the travelers.
I mean, obviously the Musaldis did, or at least expected us to, or something.
Pretty sure they knew the ship.
Oh, of course. But they addressed us as the travelers.
Yeah,
Whether that was incorrect or not.
Yeah, that was probably incorrect. But yep, they were waiting for you.
Obviously, we are representing them, regardless if we were them or not, and therefore, all that being said was probably still accurate. Although we could have played it off as, we'll have to talk to our bosses. But otherwise. Either that or they can just see through that bullshit. Also possible. Pow, pow, pow.
So yeah, I guess we're doing this, huh?
Yeah, I mean, look, worst case scenario, Snoddlers, who I haven't talked to in a while, thinks that we could also just bug out of here, turn this free drink dude invisible, get out, and just make our way south until we get a wagon, and we'll get there in a couple weeks.
Get where? We're
Where
on
do we
an
do that?
island.
Oh
I think we
god.
should. I think we should let Vitoris decide exactly what we do, since he's going to die.
No. Like, look, I'm talking about like we go to Waterdeep first. That's obvious. Snoddlers can take us to Waterdeep, right? Snoddlers can take us to Waterdeep.
Yeah, I believe so. We don't have to. We could just get. I mean, how long does it take, Snollers?
To get there to Waterdeep
Well, don't you gotta
tomorrow?
do
We can
some
be there
stuff?
tomorrow. No, it's not Snoddlers. We can teleport there tomorrow.
What are we going to Waterdeep for? The Shark Queen thing?
No, because it's close to home. Like we just take a carriage from there.
Because we're not on an island.
Couple-day trip.
Snoddlers isn't saying that's what we should do. But
He's
Snoddlers
saying
think we
we
keep helping everyone. And maybe we should just say F this place and go before Pinkerton dies again.
That's a good idea.
He looks up at you. He's like, I'm gonna die?
Again, yes.
I
mean,
I
the worst
agree with
part
that.
is, Barataurus in Waterdeep.
Wait, you know what we could do? I'll make Bertoris fly. He just flies above
you said
the
you
ship.
We would just go tomorrow, so it'd be past Barataurus.
No. What I'm saying is we could just make Bertoris fly, and he goes, and right as midnight strikes, he's on the iron ship. Done.
No,
Oh, yeah.
if we're gonna do the teleport thing, we're gonna just fucking take care of business and get the fuck out of here.
So the one thing about the teleport thing that I have to tell Stylers, which I don't know if you remember or you're aware, that the one thing is with that is you're physically putting the symbol someplace. So you're making a portal someplace.
I thought there was two different methods, one of which let me travel to a location, one of which makes a link.
Yeah, you can make links is what you can do. So they're like permanent links. So you have to be careful because if you leave one someplace, then somebody else can get into the Mages Guild or wherever you're linking that to.
Oh, that is definitely not at all what I.
So it's not as good as like the teleportation circle where you're literally just making a portal like Doctor Strange style and walking through it and leaving no trace. So just to leave that out there.
So with that concept in mind, then it is only a stationary item spell. Like if I put it on my boat, like that
Right.
has value. But then if my boat gets stolen, I'm hosed. Like
Yes.
it means that I would never use it.
Right. So you could make it but permanent, but you got to be careful.
But I have to make it permanent, is what you just told me.
Well, yeah.
Mhm.
But that's the problem that like the people that were in that demon manor, they had this permanent thing, and then the Mages Guild were like, okay, we have to seal this whole place off because if somebody like comes and goes through this thing, they try to disable the portal. But it's like a huge security breach issue.
That's why we need to get back to Saltmarsh so you can put that teleportation circle in the guild.
Why? So that way we can have one guild be interrupted and then all of them. Then it's the sanctums issue.
No. You would
This is a
sync
Doctor
it.
Strange this is a
You would-
Doctor Strange sanctum issue.
You would sync it to the other guild.
So when one guild gets infiltrated, then they all are.
And then we would have to deal with that, but that's the way we would get back and forth. We can change it so you can't teleport to it. Like you could change the ruin, right?
Right? Yeah, you could change this, but
You don't. It doesn't have to be like set to open all the time. When we use it, you open it.
Yeah, it's just a little more work. I mean, it's not that it's
Yeah,
good, but
you-
once
like-
you go through it, though, it stays open unless you go
Yeah.
back and
Correct.
close
And
it.
then you come back and then turn it off.
Yeah, that doesn't necessarily validate it. If it's point to point, then I can do it. because then I just break it when we return. But as soon as there's 3 items, it's unusable.
Yes, but
Unless-
it wouldn't
unless each
be
location has its own
unusable
circle.
for the guild at home.
This is also where my whole implication is that Snouders was entrusted with this by the Mages Guild. So if you start taking a bunch of people, this could be a potential security issue in the future.
Yeah.
Oh, I get.
I know that is true with the Waterdeep one, so that would be at risk of me doing that because I'm bringing them all to the Mages Guild. But this is different from what I thought it was to do for any other normal circle, unless you're implying that there are no normal circles.
Oh no, there is also like normal circles that you can, mechanically wise.
All right. So
Learn that.
the spell as written exists, but that's not how the spell works with your in-network circles.
Right, that's a whole separate thing.
All right. Now we're on track, and now I understand. Sorry. Mechanics, I love them, so apologies. So like right now, the Runestone Island Guild is actually out of network.
Right.
Yep.
So if I ported there, would I make it a different network, or would I just port there?
I think it would make a separate network.
You would
correct?
make it a separate network, yeah.
So I can start a network with that now.
Yes,
Right.
that's
All
the
right.
plan with the circle for us at the main guild.
I agree in principle, but I just want to make sure I understand how it works by example. But there may be others that don't have a network that I could port to.
So it would be like a private network of the Mages Guild. Like, I guess that you'd also have to worry about the same thing that you could, because I think what I say that the symbol for the one at the house and the symbol for the actual Mages Guild, right? Or
Yeah,
no?
right now I have them located as like network 1. That the Waterdeep and Carrington are the network, and therefore those are network 1, for instance.
Right. So you can take the time to learn to make the duplicate circle to match the one in Carrington.
But now I've made another network 1 portal.
Right. Yes.
And that's not what I. But so what I would do is I would actually, once we get to our main base, I make a rune to Runestone Island, and then from Runestone Island we'd walk into the Carrington Order and be like, "Please, sir, may we use your portal?" And then get to Waterdeep.
Yeah. Which might be fine. They might be like totally cool with it. So you don't know.
I mean, Snodlers had a sleepover. They love Snodlers.
I mean, I'm weird as shit. They probably don't mind me. As long as they don't find out I stole a boat, we should be good.
But anyway, so back at the task at hand, as it's
So we're not taking the portal. We're going to do the job and sail back home, pretty much.
Probably. I don't. Knowing either. Well, it's
That's
either
fine.
that
That's
or.
just-
Or we never use the Runestone Island network until we sail back here, or sail from here. One of the two.
No. We're not. We don't want a portal here at all. If it's going to be a point where we can't take the portal out of here, then
We could. Snodlers could make it to Runestone Island, but then we'd have to never portal to Runestone Island again unless we port back here as well. Or Snodler somehow learns to instantly teleport just himself, because then I could take the network here, destroy it, and then portal wherever I need to go. But Snodlers doesn't think that's at least for another 2 or 3 levels.
yeah, I think we're overthinking this. Let's just fucking do this mission.
What do you
Let's
mean?
Fuck out of here.
This is Snodler's only thought. Snodler's only thinks about this stuff. Don't you?
Yes, I thought about this for 3 days on the way here.
Oh, I was reading about demons.
it's totally normal.
Yeah. Well, let's fucking Bear Taurus gonna punch some dudes up, huh? Do you think we should tell the guys that you're turning to fucking something hideous soon?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they... look, Snodlers just thinks we're going to end up killing him on accident anyways.
Well, that's what I mean. I don't want them just murdering them,
I don't want to die, if that's what you're asking.
I wasn't, but cool.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
Jesus fuck.
you're dying.
No. We need Bear Taurus. We're about to go to the Bear Taurus Islands. Like an entire continent of Tauruses. Aren't we?
It is in the cards, yes.
Possibly.
Well, let's not start shouting that out here.
So we're doing the job. We're doing the job.
I guess.
Catching a ride with the dwarves.
We'll catch a ride.
All right, so
Maybe we could always go and talk to the minister. Maybe they have a job to get over there.
This seems like a
I mean-
simple job, so why don't we just do it?
And I trust the dwarves, obviously.
I'm losing faith in the dwarves quickly after that statement. All right, well, if we're gonna do it, let's do it.
all right. As it draws into the evening, you guys, you guys,
What are
go
What
ahead.
are we doing with Pinkerton?
Sure, he'll be safe and sleeping in a hotel. I mean,
Snodler
what could Pinkerton do?
extra.
What kind of trouble can he get himself into, right?
Snodler think we should pay someone extra to
Buying-
make sure that happens.
It's a babysitter.
Buying drinks
Yeah.
for everybody. Maybe you should pay up his tab before we go.
These other dudes paid it already.
I mean, pay it up because you know he's going to keep spending after we're gone.
Done.
He could probably use a babysitter after we just spent a month doing shit to get him back.
Oh my god, that'd be a kick
You
in the
love
balls.
finding people. You could find him a babysitter.
You come back and friggin' he's gone. He's been kidnapped again.
Oh my god.
What if we left Bear Taurus with him and when we came back, Bear Taurus had
Oh,
killed?
He would have a bear to
everybody?
protect him.
That's not how it works.
Oh, Papa Bear.
How do you know?
Because Brock told me what's gonna happen.
Look, you can't trust Obama.
I can't trust the guy who can become a bear whenever he wants.
How do you? Maybe he was just jealous because you're also going to be able to do that, and you just don't know yet.
Maybe, but to err on the side of caution, I feel if you leave me behind with Pinkerton, he's gonna get eaten.
The guy that we beat into submission, that was the bear, right?
Yes.
Well, he was a big pussy anyway.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right, so Bartholomew puts his beer down. And he's like, "All right, I know exactly the way to go." And
Can Stodlers do an insight check on that one?
yeah, go for it.
Oh yeah, this guy's totally trustworthy.
Yeah,
Snodlers is ready. You're right, dwarf brother. Snodlers is right behind you.
right. Us dwarves gotta stick together. Hey, you haven't been drinking enough, have you?
Snodlers is already drunk, sir.
Oh, all right. We better take some of these for the road. Road ales. And he grabs a couple
I'm down
pitchers.
for road ales.
He grabs the pitchers and he just hands them over to you as you guys walk towards the door. But Baldo,
Pretty hammered.
the half
That's
like
really weird.
he steps in front of the door as you guys are like trying to walk out, and he's like, now you cannot leave with property of the pub. I wasn't going. He did it, and he just hands them over to Yuri.
I take him and I say in Dwarvish to the bouncer, "Get the fuck out of the way in Dwarvish."
He just looks at it. He goes, "If you don't put that down now, I'm gonna be forced to have to take them out of your hands, and in return, I may end up breaking your hands. So if you'd ever like to hold on to that little axe of yours again, you might want to put those down, buddy."
Snodlers, who isn't here, thinks you should probably just this isn't worth it. Let's just go.
Start slamming him as fast as I can.
Snodlers is actually impressed you didn't drink them first. Walks out the door.
I think that's what he meant by.
Oh,
Well,
slamming
that's-
them.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, no,
I
I
started
got it.
chugging.
No, I got it.
That's what I thought at first too. I was like, you won't let you leave with him, so you're just gonna slam him on the table, and then it dawned on me, oh yeah, he's just chugging the shit out of him.
No, we're good. I'm imagining holding all six of them so they all pour into each other.
Oh,
as he
yeah.
drinks.
So Yuri, go ahead and make a Constitution check.
I rolled a 5.
So Vosson's got a pretty good buzz, but Yuri doesn't
I
have
think I'm gonna be
the
shit.
Yuri doesn't have the fortitude that so Yuri, you were definitely going to be a little impaired. You might get some disadvantage on some checks coming up here. All right, so Baldo steps out of the way. He goes, "That's what I thought. Thank you, gentlemen." As he grabs the empty pitchers from you, and you guys head out the door. And Bartholomew was like, I knew that Pinkerton had some really good choice in friends. I'm thinking that you guys and me are going to be really excellent friends. Maybe you could join the trade guild. We could use some muscle like you guys."
Dollars is interested, whoever that is.
Just mumbling. You guys should join the Travelers Guild.
How would we do that? Is it worth money?
Yeah, and when you travel, you can trade.
Oh,
It's kind of like the Traders Guild, but better.
I don't know. The minister, he pays us pretty good.
Minister, like a majory.
Huh? No, the trade minister. Yeah, Arlo Stormbreaker. Have you never heard of him? The greatest dwarf in all the land.
I turn to Javi and be like, "Is there a travel minister?"
Never heard of them.
Well, I mean, it's
I
the
guess so.
traders minister and the travelers minister, and it's the Traders Guild and the Travelers Guild, right? I mean, like there's got to be a travel minister.
Well, after you join, that's fine. Well, I'll introduce you personally. You're really gonna like him.
Excellent.
Is there a pin?
Well, you get one of these, and he kind of points at his brooch, and then he points over at you, and he's like, "You gotta have one too."
Dollars may be interested. Is there a limit to the number of these things you could get?
How many do you need?
Yes.
Perfect. So he starts leading the way, and he's like stumbling all over the road. Yuri's stumbling all over.
I'm stumbling right behind him.
Vitoris, you look as the moon is just starting to come up over the horizon.
Oh, fuck me. Where am I? In the middle of town?
Yeah, you guys are actually walking out of town. Guards let you out. You guys head into the countryside.
Oh, thank God. I was terrified. I was like, tell me we planned this out so well that we're still in the middle of town when this shit happened. Oh, fuck.
It's a good half-hour walk, maybe 45-minute walk, is Bartholomew who's just telling all these drunken stories about his adventures and how awesome the trading guild is. But eventually you guys come to a point where you can see this old manor in the distance. It's multiple floors. It's quite large. It's about 60 feet high from the ground level. All around it is like really tall grass. It's probably like good 4 foot high around this thing. It's like completely overgrown. It has like what's used to be like beautiful stained glass windows that are all kind of like shattered and busted out. You see little pieces here and there, remnants of it that kind of sparkle as in the setting sunlight. It looks like kind of based off of a castle. You could tell this is some sort of rich lord kind of designed this thing to look like a fortress, but it's just more or less just like a really fancy house. So as you guys kind of approach it, he says to you guys, "Well, this is the place. Now this is rumored where John and his merry men like to hang out. If I had to guess, our captain is going to be in this house."
Rumored?
Your captain's in this house? I thought some guys you got to beat up are in this house.
Well, I think they took him. He's got to be in the house. We got to save him. More so, you got to save him.
Okay.
Nautilus isn't convinced.
But do you need me to sweeten the pot? And he like pulls out like a coin purse, and he's just like haphazardly like hanging it, like holding it in the air in front of you guys.
Yes. Let's try to grab it.
He just gives it to you. Here. I know you're good for it. I know. I can tell you're gonna be good for it.
We just need to free the captain. That's it.
Yeah, except for he's totally going to be in here. It'll be fine.
We gotta free the captain so we can get the heck out of here tomorrow.
You're not even 100% sure he's in here?
No, but I'm like 99% sure. You can trust me. I know these things. I've
Who's in
been
here?
around here.
What's his name?
Captain Hillshield.
Who's in the house though? Besides the captain.
Laughing
Laughing John and
Laughing John. Yeah, see? The dwarves always pay attention.
John.
the boys.
All right, let's go see Laughing Bill and the Johns. Let's go.
All right, I'll lead the way if you guys are too scared.
No, I'm going. I'm walking. I walked in front of everyone. They're all fucking standing there with their fingers in their ass.
So meanwhile, as he gave you his coin purse, it has 200 gold in it.
Snarlers would like to try to act and walk like a dwarf, but I know he's not going to understand what's going on in the first place, so that should be pretty good.
Let me see.
Like struts up there as a really bad dwarf.
Oh yeah, you don't even like walk nearly as like proud as a dwarf or drunken dwarf would be walking. But as you kind of like walk up next to him, he's like, "Hey, buddy, look at this place!" And he points up, and now as you get a little bit closer, you see that it's about 4 floors. And again, like it's very grown over, and it looks like it's kind of almost in a state of ruin, maybe kind of similar to the shape that Runestone Manor is in, where the roof is starting to deteriorate, and it looks like a bit of a fixer-upper. So as you guys start like making your way to the front of this place, you do see a wagon out front, and it's kind of like plowed through the grass where it's made like a path. It's a wagon with a horse, and it looks like it's like a miner's wagon. Like you see like miner's picks and things like that, sacks on the outside of it.
I thought you said this was a gang's place. About to break into like a mining headquarters.
This is where the gang hangs out. I don't know why you don't want to believe me.
So how do you guys want to do this?
Let's go knock on the door.
I'm gonna go walk up to the door and knock on it.
I mean, Snarlers thinks if nothing else, we could probably pay him 150 gold to get him out.
Maybe we should just kick the door open.
Maybe we should make sure he's in there first.
Just kick random people's doors open.
that's fine.
Is Hill Shield here? No. All right.
Have a good day.
Sorry about the door.
All right. So as you walk up to the door and you knock on the door, all of a sudden you hear like the sound of like broken glass as you kind of look up at. So Colas is at the door. Everybody else is kind of standing back by the doorway. You kind of hear the glass break as you look out and you see a crossbow being held out from the upper window, and it takes a shot at you guys. So let's see here. I don't really have I don't have an exterior map. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna roll for initiative anyway.
1 on initiative. Jesus fuck.
Well, you rolled your one good one, sorry.
Sorry, what?
You've rolled your one good one, sorry.
Yep.
All right, so Colas is knocking on the door. All of a sudden, the glass breaks, and first off, a shot comes out the window, and we're gonna do that shot first at Yuri. So Yuri, this thing shoots out the window with a 9 to hit. So crossbow bolt flies over your head. You look up and you see in the second floor window, you see this guy that's kind of just peering out the window. And he loses a crossbow bolt at you. But Boston, you first. You see this first. What do you want to do?
I see that the crossbow bolt's flying at him.
No, like you look up and you see where it
Flew
came
right
from.
by my head.
How far up is it?
You look in the second floor window. It's probably like 20 feet up. You see this broken window, crossbow bolt. Some guy took a shot at Yuri.
20 feet up, huh? I don't think there's anything I can do. I'm gonna run in and fucking jump kick the door in.
Oh, nice. All right,
Hopefully hit the dude in the face that's coming to answer the knock.
All right, so this
If
door is a solid, like, heavy oak door. So go ahead and
Let's see.
go ahead and make an attack at the door.
Attack? All right.
Yeah, because you're gonna bust down this door.
You want me to do unarmed?
Yeah. If you're gonna try to kick it down.
Like
Nice.
unlegged.
All right, go ahead and roll some damage for this door.
Is that going to be like a side kick or front kick?
Fucking jump kick, bro.
So you jump kick the door and you hear it crack, but it's still standing there. Look, there's a huge crack in the center of this door.
I'll fucking do it again. Oh, flurry of blows that bitch.
Fasten's coming in.
Ayaba!
All right, go ahead and roll damage. All right, that's enough. You freaking drop kick this door, punch it, rip it in half as the door crumbles, and you look, and this is definitely like a big solid door, and it opens up to this dark room here. Well, I'm not going to put you quite on the map yet. Hold on. You still have. Do you have another action to do? We can
I have another attack I can do.
All right.
Or move. So I can move a little bit and then do my attack if there's something I can move to.
Yeah, we'll put you on the map then. Now the door's open, I guess technically the rest of you guys would see inside here anyway, especially if you have dark vision. All right, so you bust down the door, and as soon as you do that, sorry, I gotta open up the map so you guys know where you are, huh?
I gotta remember what we're on.
Here you go. So this is like it's on the bottom left of the screen here.
We've lost our roles. We don't see them anymore.
Oh yeah, because now you're on a different page. I'll tell you when it's your go, though. All right, so Vasen, this is the front door. You can see right here. So it opens up and into a hallway, and you see a bandit-looking guy walking towards the door like he was going to answer the door.
I'm gonna finish my move, my attack on him with another fucking roundhouse screw. Where's Captain So-and-so?
God. I guess picture Vasen's also a little bit drunk.
Yeah, he's drunk. 13.
That's gonna hit.
Pow for 9.
For how many? For 9. So yeah. So, what did you do? You
It was like jump kicked him.
jump kicked him, and he looks completely surprised as you just kick him in the chest, and he falls backwards. He's not dead, but he's looking hurt as he stumbles to the ground.
Did you hear my scream?
Yeah,
Captain so and so.
And he just like yells out, like he screams "Ah!" loudly.
That is my turn. Oh no, I get 2 actions, don't I? Or no, 1 action was kicking the door down.
Yeah.
And then I bonus action flare blows, so I get another attack, right?
Offhand?
Well,
I get 2 attacks.
oh yeah, if you have 2, yeah, if you have
Right?
yeah, if you have 2 attacks, then you have another turn.
Yeah, my first attack was kicking the door down. No, how many? No, yeah, that's right. Because I used 1 attack, which was an unarmed attack. And then I bonus action flurry of blows. The next one kicked the door down. The next one kicked this dude in the face, so I get 1 more attack.
All right, yeah, and he's prone, standing in front of you, so you get an advantage.
So I'm gonna like swing around and like pull my staff off my back and hit him in the head.
This poor guy, he's gonna be fucked.
2-handed.
Oh yeah, that smashes him. Oh, and you just crack right in the face, and you see him fall over. All right, he was already fell over. So you just smash him right in his face. The dwarf Bart outside, he's like, oh, yeah, I knew you could do this.
I didn't want to kill this guy, by the way. I
right,
just wanted to knock him unconscious.
All right, so he's unconscious. We'll give him. Give him the unconscious thing. It's gonna be, I don't know. This freaking
Skull and crossbones.
skull and crossbones. We'll do that. He's dead, but he's not X'd out. All right. That it for your turn then, Vasen?
Yeah.
I got way too many windows open here. All right. Let me close some shit out here. That brings up the guy upstairs in the window. He makes a second attack. This time he's going to shoot at Snouders. Cha! So a crossbow bolt with a 17 to hit shoots out of the window.
It's
going to hit for 5 points of piercing damage.
so. Is it out of an upper window?
Yeah, out of the upper window, yep.
All right, and I know what window it is.
Yeah, so you guys all saw the broken glass as the crossbow's pointing out the window.
And then Snotlers is going to look up there and point as his reaction and be like, "You might want to move, or don't do that again."
That's it for his turn. So that brings up. Actually, that's your turn now, Snouders.
Oh, this is dirty hilarious. So I'm going to poison fireball.
Oh my god. DC 17. That's a dex save, and he rolls a 16 plus 0.
You see that?
So he fails. Yeah, that's okay. I didn't have him set for. These guys are puny little guys.
Pew!
So he blasts him with 28 points of fire damage. Just all of a sudden,
Whoa, poison damage.
Oh, poison damage.
I'm not trying to burn the place down. I just want to make sure he's dead.
Sorry.
Dead.
So you hit this guy, and you hear him, and you see this like poison cloud erupt out of the window as he falls out of the window and slams onto the ground next to Kolos.
Ooh, Snarlers really hopes that other guy wasn't in there.
Snarlers thinks about that after.
Collateral damage, man. It happens.
The whole time you were like, I cast poison ball, and I was just like, I hope he's not in that room.
Yeah, no. After he lands, I'm like, oh yeah.
Oops.
Sorry, Snarlers is a two-trick pony. One of them is fly. I guess I'll run inside so I don't get laser beamed again, and then just get worse risk of where I point at people and say, "You're next."
You're next.
Right, I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Yuri, what do you want to do?
It's going to dash right inside.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna you run inside and into this. You see that Avasan had just cleared the way as his bandit is knocked unconscious. You shove Snothers out of the way. This opens up into a long hallway. It's dimly lit. You see there's a candle, like just little candles that are like sitting at the bottom of on the floor. This looks like the entry hall was once like a proud spot for the manor's lord or lady to greet their guests. Now it kind of just looks like it's all damaged and rotted. There's like leaves and like all sorts of like mud and dirt in there. At one point there was like a beautiful red carpet. It's just kind of all like nasty and moldy at this point. So let's see. I'm going to open this up to what you can see here. As you come into the hallway a little bit more, you see there's a door to your right, Yuri. I'm so rusty on this. Can you see that little door to your right, Yuri?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, and actually you see a door. There's two doors in this hallway that you can see from where you are.
My movement to just regularly come in. My full movement would have got me a square past Noddlers.
So you probably use up all your movement basically running through here because you were probably outside. What is your movement? 25 feet?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I would have dashed, I would have dashed.
Okay, yeah, you could have dashed and
Further.
So you still have more movement because you were probably like 20 feet out from the door to begin with. So
Yeah, it was 15 to Snoddlers and then, 10 to pass by through them.
yeah,
So regular movement would have put me to here.
yep, okay.
Um,
So you have another 25.
Two. Oh, But I'm trying to figure out, do I want to go in a door? So I'm gonna dash to here from the outside.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you run in the house. Yep. You.
To this door here.
Okay.
Can I open the door?
Sure. All right. So this is a similar looking door. It was a nice, like solid oak door. It's seen years of decay. You can still see like there's this whole building. It seems like it's heavy with mold, and its warm temperatures here have really created this moist environment. As you open the door, it opens up into a kind of an odd shaped room. It's very dark. You see on the back wall there's a long wooden bench with 2 holes carved into the bench, and then below the holes there's ceramic pots placed under each hole.
Can I see if the guy's in the room, or
So
see if anyone's in?
you look in there, you don't see any people in the room. It looks like it's a bathroom.
Guess I'm just gonna end there, I guess.
All right, Kolos, you're outside. You see the dead body fall out of the window, land next to you.
Okay. Well, this might be stupid, but mechanically speaking, can I use Misty Step to get up through that second floor window?
Sure. It's 20 feet. What's your
30.
range on that? 30. Yeah.
A Misty Step up there.
All right, let me put you on the second
Smart move.
That doesn't fill me with confidence.
So did that work, Kolos? So you're on Are you seeing a different map?
Yep.
Okay, and nobody else is, right?
Nope.
Okay. Cool. So it should just be black 'cause I haven't unfogged it. So let me see where the second floor window is. I never really use this feature because nobody ever really splits the party that much, but it's gonna be cool.
Bear Taurus with your gun.
What? What'd I do?
We're Bear Taurusing with him.
So close your eyes for a second.
Yeah. Okay.
Only because it was a set for dynamic lighting and I don't have it set up, so once I... Okay, so now you should be able to... It should just be black again.
Alright, so I can open my eyes.
You can open your eyes. Now I can unfog it. Otherwise you would have seen where everything was. I didn't go this far ahead and prep all these rooms. Alright, so you're in this room here. You should be able to see that on your map now.
Yep.
Okay.
So, like down there?
Yeah, so let me so you enter this room like where the 2 windows were facing outside. It's a dark room. It looks like it was once a chapel. The room is divided into 2 columns of wooden pews, all facing a curtain, curtains on both sides. So like, yeah, you Misty stepped in. There's a curtains all around this room basically, and there's tapestries on the wall between the curtains that look like they are some sort of old Leiara knights. But other than that, there's nothing in the room except for a door all the way to the east.
Alright, I'm gonna walk over to the door. And open it up.
Alright, so you open this door and into a hallway. There's a... I'm assuming you step out in the hallway.
Yeah, that's the last of my movement though. I can't physically move my character over there though.
Okay, so what you're going to see is a door across the hallway. But yeah, you don't see any threats from where you're standing or anything like that. Which is probably that's a good sign.
There's like an invisible wall. I can't move my character out there. Thank you.
Okay, is that the end of your movement right there?
Yeah. And I'm just gonna end my turn with my sword drawn.
Alright.
No, opening the door would be the action, right?
No, that's a free
Alright.
action.
I'm gonna ready my action to attack anything that comes within melee range that's hostile.
Alright, I like it. Alright, Vitoris. Let me go back to first floor.
Oh, we're gonna confuse him.
Yeah, especially because I didn't put these maps in order, like on the bookmark page, where I could easily get to them. I should probably do that. I didn't know there should be some some swapping going on. So hold on, give me just a second here. We've acquired quite a few maps in this game.
Heck yeah.
All right. So back on the first floor, Vitoris, you're outside. You see the dead body fall out of the window. That now there's poisoned. Everybody rushes into the old decrepit mansion. What are you doing?
Can I guesstimate how much time I got before they murder me?
You look up at the sky, and again, it's probably the sun is just setting, so you have a couple hours.
Oh, good.
A couple hours until they murder you.
Then I will pull a hand crossbow.
Sorry, guys.
20. Are these doors?
Yes, that is a door.
Is that like the front door, or are those doors to other rooms?
There are doors over there. Sorry, I didn't even mention that to Yuri. Terrible at this game.
It's fine. It's not like we've been playing it for a year or more.
No. There's also a door to the south. I don't know if you can see it. It's hard to tell what's not fogged on this map because it's a very dark map.
I just didn't know if those were doors to other rooms or if that was like supposed to be the front door.
Yeah, it's not very descriptive, but there's a door. To the left, to the north, and to the south. There's also doors.
Bonus action dash to get past Snodlers. Then I'm gonna open this door.
All right.
Pull my hand crossbow.
I just assumed when I dashed by Snodlers, I didn't even see those doors.
Perfect. That makes sense.
Even though I knew they were there.
Okay, so as you open that door, make a dexterity saving throw.
Awesome.
You and the ballistas behind the door.
26.
26. So as you open the door, all of a sudden this you see this blade just come flying across the top of the door towards your head, and there's a bandity-looking fellow standing on the other side of the door. As the door opens up, he was prepared to swing at you, and he misses.
Oh, good. Then I shoot him. Attempt to.
Okay, go for it.
12?
Ooh, a 12 is gonna hit.
Oh, shit. For 12.
All right.
Damn, I rolled a perfect 6 on that.
So this dude takes a crossbow bolt right to the shoulder.
Do I get the sneak attack with Snodlers on the other side of the wall?
Nope, doesn't count.
No, I was kidding. I didn't figure I would. I'll let these guys know that there's someone in this room, and then I will... Wait, hold on. 20, 30, 5, another 15 feet. I'm moving here so I'm not the dick blocking the door. Although this is where I'm about to get gangbanged, I think.
So as you run into this room, you notice this room looks like it's completely empty except for a single chair covered with like a mildew, nasty-looking sheet.
What is up with us and finding these old fucking rickety houses?
Hey, you guys could set up a guild in every island.
Fuck yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, but Taurus could hire a crew.
This could be Runestone Manor
Absolutely not.
2.0.
This could be Bear Taurus Manor.
That's it for my turn.
Okay. All right, that's I never added this guy's turn. Hold on.
Oh, the dwarf stayed outside the door.
Yeah, he's not going in. You don't want him in there, do you guys?
No.
No, they told us. They were like, you guys got this. We'll wait out here.
I mean, yeah, that way I don't have to control an NPC to come through here. All right, Vasen, you go.
Since I'm right here, did I see that guy fucking attack Vitoris, or that was when he went in the room?
Yeah, I think you would have seen the blade swing into the door, get slammed into the door frame, and for Vitoris, ducking out of the way.
Yeah, I'd run right in there then, seeing that, and then
But I also said there's somebody in here.
That's true.
swing at him. Swing in his face with the club. 13.
13? Oh, sorry, Colos. I just deleted you off the... Oh, no, you're still on the initiative tracker. Okay, yeah, 13 hits.
9.
Alright, so you punch this dude in the face. He's looking like a tough guy, but so he takes it, and he doesn't look completely phased.
You noticing that? I smile and then I spin the club or my staff around my head and whack him again.
Oh, damn. That's going to definitely hit him.
8.
Alright, he's still standing as he gets slammed back against the wall.
Huh. 30 blows. Elbow to the face. Ah!
Oh, God. Alright, you put the elbow in the face. Is this going to be a killing blow, or...
No. I'm not trying to kill anybody right now.
Nor Snarlers.
Alright, so this guy gets elbowed in the face, gets knocked unconscious.
I start tipping over, a little tipsy. I take another swig out of my board.
Alright.
Where more of these? Where's Captain Kangaroo?
As he gets knocked out cold. Boom, slams on the floor. Is that it for your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. All of a sudden, the door to the south opens up. Slams open, Snouthers. And you see another one of these guys step out. And he shoots his crossbow bolt at you. With a 19 to hit.
It hits.
It hits for another 5 points of piercing damage.
Always looks at him, grimacingly, pointing his finger.
Oh no, not the finger. Okay, that's it for this guy's turn. So that brings up... Snouthers.
Oh shit, we're fucked, Vossen.
Well, so am I if I do the wrong thing, so... Sorry, it's hard to do stuff when it happens right before it happens. You see Snottler's wave. And then turn himself invisible.
Ooh.
If I just nut tap the guy without having damage, would you consider that an action? Could I just use that as my bonus action? I'm not making an attack against him. I just want to give him some slight displeasure when I walk by.
Sure, of course.
Perfect. All right. So I lightly tap this guy, freak him out a little bit, and I'm gonna run down and. Can I open a door? Technically,
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, be a free
So I'd
action.
like to open this door.
Open that door. Let's see.
Well, I don't know if it. Oh, it's when I attack or cast a spell, so I can open doors.
You can open doors. Yeah. All right. So as soon as you open this door, it's blanketed in dust and cobwebs. A large floor-to-ceiling window overlooks the southern side of the manor's grounds. It looks like an otherwise dirty, empty room.
Disappointing.
Nothing of interest, just another old abandoned room.
And I'm at a corner. There's nothing else next to me, right? Or is this? I can't see down this hallway.
Oh yeah, you can see down the hallway. Hold on. Down the hallway, you notice several other doors.
So after I open the door, I quickly say, "Nothing in here." And that'll be my turn.
All right. Back to Yuri.
Is this guy still alive?
Which guy?
Unconscious.
Guy here.
Yeah, that guy's still alive. Yep.
Snodler's didn't fireball him. He just ran to this door.
Yeah, Snodler turned invisible and ran to the door.
So I'm just gonna take one step over and swing my axe, try to bury it right in this guy's chest.
Nice. I'm sure he'll appreciate that.
If my computer will cooperate.
Oh yeah, 22's gonna hit for 8 points.
8 points.
All right, he's not
And-
dead as you surprise him and slam the axe into him.
And I'm gonna pull it out, jack back, and chop one more time.
And then the second time you smash into him, and this time is not enough as he sees this attack coming, holds up his crossbow, blocks the axe, and you break through his crossbow, but he's still alive.
I'm gonna end my turn there.
All right, so that brings us back to Kolos upstairs.
In this hallway, do I see anything up or down, north or south?
Okay, so
Where's it?
as you get in the hallway, you do notice the hallway similar design. There's doors all along both sides of this hallway. You do see this room is opened up to the south here. Let me read it though. So this hallway. So this is like a kind of like a grand. I don't know what you call this, like a grand like opening, like entryway, I guess, of some sort to the second floor, because you bypass the stairs completely, and
Yep.
but you do see two doors in this entryway. And then, like I said, along with you see doors all, I don't know if you can see them, but there's doors on both sides of the hallway that lead all the way to the north. But you look like you're standing alone in this entire floor.
What's this right here that looks like a light?
Those are windows.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go south. I'm guessing I'm in the room / hallway that way.
Yeah, so you go down to the hallway to the entry room. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Alright, so as you start walking into this room, you start hearing the boards creak and crack, and you look down and you see that termites have eaten through this floor completely, and the wood is all rotted through and eaten through. But as the boards start breaking, you see a couple of them start crumbling as you step back enough to avoid falling through the floor.
Alright, so basically going this way is not a viable solution.
Yeah, it does not look very passable. As you can see down through the floor now, you can see below you is, I think Yuri's in the hallway there. Yeah, you can just see Yuri just south of you. From the vantage point that you're at, you can see down through the floor, and you can see the first floor hallway you're above, and you see Yuri down there. And Yuri,
Alright.
same thing. You look up and you can see Kolos as like some boards just start coming down, and Snodder's like right next to you. Boards just start coming off the ceiling as the floor, the ceiling opens up for you, and you look up and you see Kolos standing just above you.
Let me see. 10, 15, 20. Would you say that's 25 because I had to move back to one square?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm sorry. Let me reveal the rest of that room though. There is two sides of that room there. So in that room with it's probably passable, but you're gonna have to make another check to get across the broken floor. But you do see that there's doors to the south and a door to the east.
There's too many doors.
Too many decisions.
I'm gonna use dash as my action to get up to this door and open it if I can.
Yeah, you can open that door. And this door opens up to, you see a large bed pressed against the northern wall. And then there's a wardrobe and a small desk also in this room. Other than that, this room looks empty.
Alright. ep.53. And I'm going to go up there, and assuming I can't open up another door on my turn. So I'm
No,
just
that's one too many.
Yeah, I'm just going to end my turn there.
All right. All right, so that brings up Vasen.
I see anything in this room? Anything else?
Let me go back to the other map that you're at. So let's see, where are you at? You're on the.
Just
Okay.
knocked out this other guy that just tried to hit.
So that room just has a creepy looking chair at the center of the room. Other than that, you just see Vitoris staring out at the window at the moon.
Oh yeah.
Run to this other door.
All right, so you run over to this other door.
Like, listen up against it.
All right, go ahead and make a perception check.
Damn.
Yeah, you don't hear anything in the room. It's pretty still.
I'll hold my action if anyone comes out. I'm gonna fucking crack them with my staff.
All right, I like it. All right, Vitoris, you're in the room with a man unconscious. What do you do?
We know what he's gonna do.
I didn't want to say it, but
Guy's gonna pass out and wake up with a sore ass.
No.
But-
That's 30
But
feet. No, what the fuck? My name's not Yuri Runestone. Has he opened that door?
he didn't open the door. No.
Bonus action dash, come up to here. Then open the door. Probably get a sword to the face again, but we'll see how this goes.
All right, I'm gonna reveal. So you reveal this whole hallway. So as you open this door opens freely, and you see a lot of footprints coming into this room, Vitoris. And then this room itself is empty, other than muddy footprints all over the floor. But you see the door to the east and a door to the south.
Can I tell which door is used more?
You see footprints all leading to the southern door. And sorry, go ahead.
I can't move anymore.
Okay.
That's full movement, so I just stand here ready, and if someone comes out ready to swing at me, I'll hold my action to attempt to shoot him in the face.
Do some face shooting. All right. Okay, so back upstairs, Kolos, as you're kind of like walking around, I'm on the wrong map. It's confusing. Sorry. As you're walking around the upper floor, all of a sudden from around the corner comes another thug, and this guy, you see him pull out a sword as he kind of charges you and takes a swing on you. Actually, he has a mace. He goes to smash you with his mace. With a 22 to hit.
Hey, that hits.
Alright, he rolls 1d6 plus 2. So 5 points of damage. Boom! He just smashes this thing into you. Then he takes a second attack. Second swing with his mace. Oh, another 22.
Yeah.
And this time for 1d6, so it's another 5 points of damage. Boom! It just comes around the corner, smashes you with the mace twice. That's it for his turn. Brings up Vasen back downstairs.
Did Vitoris just get attacked or no?
Vitoris did not. Kolos did upstairs.
I'm gonna kick this door in.
And actually, to tell you the truth, Vasen, you could hear some shuffling going on upstairs above you. The scuffle between.
I don't see
Kolos.
stairs anywhere, do I?
Not from where you are. You see nothing. You just see Vitoris standing at another door, similar looking to the one you have.
What kind of is it locked?
This door is not locked. No.
Yeah, let's swing it open.
Alright, so this room, it opens up. It looks like some sort of storeroom. There's shelving around the entire room.
I yell out, anyone see stairs?
Do I see any stairs?
No, you do not.
Nope.
Yeah, then I'm run down to the hallway and see if I see anything over here. Do I see any? This is a window, right? Over here?
Yeah, the window is on the
That's a window?
on the far left side. Yes, correct.
Yeah, then I'll guess wait here, hold my action if anyone opens this door. Kick him in the face.
Kick him in the face. All right, anybody else alive here? So that brings up Snodder's back in the hallway. Visit Snodder's.
Yep. I guess Snallers is gonna dash because there's not much else he can do.
All right, so Snodder's, as you make your way to the end of that hall, you see a stairwell or staircase going up.
Son Snallers is going to use his time, I guess free action, whatever you want to call it, to yell out, Vossen, your stairs are here. Keep moving forward. And that's pretty much all I got.
All right, Mr. Runestone.
Did you let this guy get a turn to attack me?
Oh, did I pass over that guy? Oh, I did pass over that guy. Yeah, he's gonna make an attack at you. He's pretty much dead. He pulled out a scimitar since his crossbow was destroyed. He swings at you with a 15 to hit. That's gonna miss. Now it's your turn.
It's just gonna piss me off. Same thing. Take a step back, but not actually a step. Just kind of a half step to regain my footing and like Vossen.
All right, yeah, that's enough. As you walk over to the side, bring the axe into his neck, and he goes down.
A little bit of self-satisfaction, so I want to you say in this room here
Which room?
that I was looking in for
Are you talking about this room? This room was the bathroom. Hurry up, Yuri, because old Baratorus is about to show up.
Oh shit.
Okay, well, until Yuri gets back, we will carry on with Vossen's turn. Oh wait, did I move him out of the order? Sorry, I think Kolos' turn is actually up first. Yeah, Kolos, you're up.
Alright. Swing at him with my elemental longsword. 27 to hit.
Oh yeah. So this guy takes 14 points slashing damage. You see this blood just splatter over the wall. Definitely cut
Not
him
dead
deep.
yet.
He's not dead yet, but you cut him bad.
26 to hit.
That hits. You catch him on the second attack and hit the back of his arm. And see, he drops his arm limp as you almost cut clean through it. He's standing there bleeding really bad. Not dead.
Still not dead? Shit. After that description, can I burn a charge on the elemental sword?
No, sure.
Super. 6 points of fire.
All right. And you just sear it right through his flesh, and he starts screaming out in pain, and he falls over dead.
Cool. Just let me know if I do too much on my turn. I'm gonna try to open this door.
All right, I'll let you open the door. Okay, so that room opens up to. Yeah, this looks like some sort of guest room, but as soon as you open it up, like a whole flock of like crows or ravens start flying out through the open window to the right hand side there, or the eastern side. This looks like it was a guest bedroom. You see a mildew covered mattress. It's all torn apart and bird droppings all over this room. This was like birds' nests in here. So.
Alright. I'm just gonna walk over to this door and have my turn.
Okay. Alright. So now it's Vasen's turn. Unless that's Yuri, are you back?
Run up the stairs.
Alright, so you rush up the
Get
stairs.
to the top.
Alright, so you get up to the top and you're on the second floor. Move you over there. Alright, Vasen, you should be at the landing up here on the second floor on the top left of the screen. And actually, you'd be able to see down this hallway, too. You can probably see the pool of blood at the end of the hallway. Where Kolos just dispatched one of these thugs.
Yeah, that's my turn. Hey, did you find anyone else? Did you find Captain Crunch?
It's like the 10th name.
Captain Crunch.
Can I yell back not on my turn, or do I have to wait for my turn?
Yeah, you can yell back. It's fine.
Alright. No, just an idiot.
Okay. Alright, Taurus, back downstairs.
Oh, yay. I'm gonna head to the southern door.
Alright,
Open
as you look at this door, this has a large padlock on this door.
Ooh, that sounds fancy. I'll call
Well,
out.
I shouldn't say it's a
let in.
padlock, sorry. It's a locked door.
I'll ask if there's anyone in there.
You don't hear anything back.
We'll come back to this door. What's in this door? Is this a window?
It's a side door that leads outside.
Oh. Bonus action dash. Is this door open?
Nope, that's another closed door.
Alright. Can I open another door?
That's one too many actions there.
I figured as much, so I'll wait here.
Alright.
That'll be it for my turn.
Yuri, are you still there?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you a little bit better. I mean, you still had some movement in your turn, and I'm going to skip over you completely.
Oh, I was just gonna move. I was just gonna move up here as far as I could.
Alright, go ahead and move.
But what I was asking is about this room.
What about it?
You described a ceramic bench.
Yeah, so it was like
You
a
basically described
a wooden. Yeah, it was a wooden
old
bench with
shitter.
a hole. Yeah, it was a wooden bench with 2 holes in it with a pot underneath for pooping in.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
I drink it.
Okay, whatever suits your fancy. All right, you guys want to leave it here before we just drag this out? This is kind of getting a little boring and late.
I kind of thought with him going through one side and us going through the other, that
This is a big house, so
I didn't-
we can pick this up next
I didn't
time.
realize it was gonna be. I didn't realize it was gonna be amazing. It seems like amazing.
Yeah, that's fine. It's a decent spot.
Yeah, we
I
can
found the
stop
shitter, guys.
This would be a good start. It's a good place to stop.
Right.
But yeah,
Also
there's
the 1,000 doors.
there's a million doors in this place. Yeah,
It's a house full of nothing but doors.
it's kind of cool being able to split what you guys see, though. I've never used that feature before. You guys never really split on different levels.
Oh, it's kind of cool.
But yeah, we'll stop there and we'll save. We'll finish up this this encounter next time. And then before we hopefully get a ship and get the hell out of Leiara.